You know what I hate? Wasting time. So let's jump into everything you need to know about crypto airdrops, starting with Linea. If you completed the Linea Park campaigns and you finished 70% or more of all of the tasks, then you entered into a raffle to win bonus Linea experience points. And now if you click on this link right here, you can go and check to see how many points you're getting. So it's ranging between 150 and 250 bonus LXP. And with this wallet, I managed to get lucky and get 225 LXP. So I do believe that it's a random selection, but if you finished at least 70% of all of the tasks in Linea Park, you're getting at least 150 bonus LXP. And then it has a bunch of other little jackpot things, but these all seem to be pretty much useless to me. So really, the actual prize here is the LXP. Next up, speaking of Linea, you can go and check your eligibility for the new meme coin that's dropping on Linea tomorrow. Now, this is only going to the top 100,000 wallets based on MetaMask swap volume. And in order to check your eligibility, you actually need to go to Whales Market, and you'll notice that there's a little button here that says check eligibility. If you click on that and paste in your wallet address from MetaMask, you'll be able to see if you're getting any tokens. Me personally, I'm not getting any because I hate MetaMask swaps. It's way too expensive and I don't really use it. Regardless though, it looks like a bunch of people in my Discord are getting 5,000 tokens, and the token will be tradable tomorrow morning. Well, morning depending on where you are. It's going to be live on a bunch of exchanges, and the fully diluted market cap to start is $5 million, and the starting price per token is $0.0005 per Foxy. So even if you got a 5,000 Foxy allocation, that's going to be like a couple of dollars. Just based on the amount of effort that's gone into this and the partners that Foxy Linea has, I would be surprised if it stayed at the $5 million market cap point, because obviously people are degens and degen's gonna degen. Anyways, there's gonna be future rounds of this based on other criteria, including minting those Foxy AI NFTs that we did for the Linea campaign, so stay tuned for more details on this. So let's move now to the Solana ecosystem, because there is a lot happening. So I have to start off by talking about the drama with MarginFi yesterday. One of the co-founders of MarginFi basically went off the rails on Twitter yesterday, said they weren't gonna drop a token, said that he was gonna do everything he could to brick the token. People got mad at that, and then the guy was actually just going wild in the comments. Anyways, the TLDR is that the co-founder, Edgar, resigned from MarginFi yesterday, or was forced to step down by his partners, and MarginFi is now trying to pick up the pieces. However, in the wake of all of this, and him saying that there wasn't going to be a token, and obviously people seeing a lot of red flags when one of the co-founders of a multi-million dollar or hundreds of millions of dollar protocol, people started getting scared or getting mad and withdrawing their funds from MarginFi. Other apps like Solend are trying to vampire attack MarginFi and get people to withdraw and deposit on their platform by promising airdrops. I think this is real, but I haven't actually done this yet. And then if we look at the TVL of the top DeFi protocols of Solana, we can see that basically everything is going up except MarginFi, which is down over 30% over the last 24 hours in terms of TVL, and almost 40% over the last 7 days. Now, I don't actually think that funds on MarginFi aren't safe. I think that they made poor communications and business decisions in the way that they've rolled out their airdrop campaign and their point system, and obviously the way that the co-founder went rogue on Twitter. And that is why we're seeing this crazy decrease in TVL. But in the midst of a bull market, you don't like to see this, and I don't know if this bodes well for the prospects of an airdrop or the value of an airdrop if it actually occurs at this point. Anyways, there's a bunch of other stuff to do in the Solana ecosystem today. So if you plan on continuing with Parcel after the first round of the airdrop, they launched their perpetual points. You can go and just click this button on the Parcel app today and get 10,000 bonus points simply by clicking that button. And then moving forward, they have confirmed there's going to be additional rewards and rounds of the Parcel token airdrop for people that keep LP on the platform, that keep trading, that stake the Parcel token, or that stake the HOA NFTs. So I recommend you go and click the button and join the points system anyways, even if you haven't decided yet if you're going to keep assets on the platform. All right, next up, I want to talk briefly about this D-Pioneers NFT. So this is an NFT mint on Solana. It's run by the UpRock team, which is a competitor to Grass, and it's a decentralized physical infrastructure play. I spoke briefly about this on the channel before. Basically, the TLDR is you have to put 1 SOL in now as a deposit, and then it's going to cost 1 additional SOL later on to mint it for a total price of 2 SOL. And for that, what you get is this DPioneers NFT, but it's not just a profile picture NFT collection. It's actually got a lot of utility, and today they launched their white paper with tons of information about the tokenomics and the benefits of this. Now, I'll leave links to this stuff down below so you can do your own research, because I can't give a super detailed breakdown in this short daily segment. But basically, they're partnering with a bunch of key players within the decentralized physical infrastructure ecosystem on Solana, including Grass, Uprock, they've got Wen in there, IONET, and a bunch of other players as well. And if you mint one of these NFTs, each one of them is going to have 2 SOL worth of a DPIN token. You're going to be able to stake these to earn additional rewards. The NFTs will earn a share of all of the royalty fees from trading of the NFTs, and there's a bunch of other utility in here as well. So I do think it looks pretty interesting. There's potential for airdrops from some of the ecosystem partners and a bunch of other benefits outlined in their white paper. So I aped into this without actually really knowing what it was about, and the more that I dig into it, the more I think it's actually an interesting project. All right, next up, there's a new airdrop target within Solana ecosystem called Switchboard. Now, if you participate in this airdrop campaign, you might be able to run back the success of the Pyth airdrop campaign, because this is more or less a competitor. Switchboard is also a price oracle protocol, and they have a campaign on right now where you collect Switchboard orbs in order to convert that into the Switchboard token. So how to accumulate orbs and get this airdrop? There's 3 things. The first is by interacting with apps and protocols that use Switchboard for price oracles, and there's a list of partners right here. The second is by completing quests on Zeely, and then the third is by actually creating content and other stuff in the future. But so really, at this point, it's number 1 and number 2 that you need to worry about. And if you're interested in checking this campaign out, I'll leave links to it down below. All right, moving on from Solana, let's talk again about Swell, because yesterday they launched pre-deposits for their new layer 2. So what that means is they want you to deposit assets right now, 1 month before the launch of their new L2. And if you do that, they have a bunch of bonuses. Yesterday, I was talking about the Eigenlayer points and the Swell tokens, which you will get airdropped for doing this. But then I was actually doing a little bit more reading and realized that they've also partnered with a bunch of projects that have confirmed additional airdrops for people making pre-launch deposits, including Ion Protocol, Ambient Finance, Brahma Finance, and apparently more to be confirmed. So in case you were on the fence about this, I do actually think it's worth it. And yesterday I put 0.75 ETH into RSWETH and then deposited that into the pre-launch pool. And the reason why I did it that way is because then I'm maximizing my surface area for this in terms of the airdrop potential. So just by making pre-launch deposits, you're going to earn additional Swell tokens completely separate from Swell's Pearls program. Then you're going to earn airdrops from all of their partner projects that have confirmed. But also, if you deposit a liquid restaking token, then you'll earn Eigenlayer points and LRT points for that. So that's why I did it with RSWETH. And the way that you do that, if you want to follow in my footsteps, not financial advice, of course, is just go to Swell's restake page here, swap some ETH for RSWETH, and then go over to the Swell L2 page here and make a deposit. So obviously do your own research, but that's what I did yesterday. Speaking of Eigenlayer, there was an announcement today of an airdrop for Eigenlayer stakers. However, don't get too excited because this was only for the top 10,000 Eigenlayer stakers. So this is the Omni network and the Omni token. They had a decent allocation for Eigenlayer restakers. However, if we scroll down here, you can see that only the top 10,000 restakers will be eligible for Omni Genesis rewards. And I saw someone saying that you had to basically have restaked over $100,000 worth of ETH in order to qualify for this. And I personally do not have $100,000 staked with Eigenlayer, at least in one single wallet. So I'm not eligible for this. And then the other eligibility criteria were things like holding super expensive NFT collections or bridging via Jumper. And there's some other partner programs in there as well. But for the Jumper allocation, you had to be rank 13, which obviously is very ridiculous and difficult to accomplish. So if you are a whale that's doing restaking, you might as well go and check to see if you got an allocation of this. Otherwise, don't get your hopes up. Okay, next, an airdrop claim for people that aren't whales. This one is from Block Games, so you can now go and actually claim your allocation today. I'm gonna get 365 block tokens. I haven't claimed it yet, but when I do, it's not gonna be worth much. Apparently the token is trading at about 28, 29 cents right now. So this airdrop is gonna be worth like $100. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter aren't satisfied with this one, and unless you got a massive allocation of thousands of block, it's not gonna be much to write home about. All right, next up, let's talk about Lava Network. I don't know if you remember this one. I did a full tutorial on it, and I also included it in my video of the top free airdrops to farm. Well, it looks like mainnet for Lava Network is coming soon. This was a custom RPC that you could set in your Ethereum wallet, Starknet wallet, a bunch of Cosmos ecosystem wallets as well. And every time you do normal transactions, you earn points for Lava Network. I don't think there's ever been a token yet from an RPC provider, so it will be interesting to see whether or not it's actually valuable after launch. Next up, this was brought to my attention by someone in my Discord, but IMX Passport from Immutable X has some rewards campaigns on right now where apparently you can earn share of future IMX token rewards. Now, if you don't know about IMX, it's one of the biggest crypto gaming infrastructure plays. They already do have a token. It's been around for quite a while. It's got a market cap currently of $3.6 billion, but apparently they're going to be retroactively dropping additional tokens to people that participate in their campaign right now. So there's some social stuff that you need to do, and then there's some immutable ZK EVM tasks that you need to do exploring their ecosystem as well. Next up, for users of Merkle and people that have completed the Tyco testnet tasks, you can go and mint your M badge for Tyco and get some attestations on it. So I didn't collect the social ones here yet, but all of the on-chain ones were super simple. It was like bridge to Tyco, get Tyco tokens from the faucet, and make a swap. So if you've been collecting these, it's a multi-airdrop qualifier. You got Tyco and you got Merkle. Next up, the Data Ownership Protocol, or DOP token, has an NFT that you can go and claim right now. If you completed all of their other tasks on Galaxy and minted 4 NFTs, I believe it was, then you can mint the final one. So you might as well go and do it before mainnet launch. Their tokens are actually in our wallets right now, but we can't do anything with them. They're not liquid, they're not swappable. I didn't do all of these tasks, but if you did, I recommend just going and finishing up. Okay, 2 more quick things. 1, today is the last day to claim your retroactive diamonds for Magic Eden if you are an ETH OG. So what that means is if you traded Ethereum NFTs at any point over the last few years, you should go to Magic Eden, connect your wallet, go to the rewards section, and see if you have any retroactive diamonds to claim. Today is the last day to do so, and if you don't take them, they're just gonna be gone. And then finally, Orderly Network's Road to the Order Epoch 1 ended yesterday, so you can go and check to see how many merits you got. I got precisely 0 merits, and I'm still unranked because my trading volume was $331 for the Epoch, which I did just to do some layer 3 quests, I think. Anyways, it looks like this is only really gonna reward people that are actively trading on the Orderly Network. So if you're trading on platforms like WooFi Pro and LogX, you can choose to trade using Orderly and you can rank up for their airdrop. Otherwise, I did wanna mention that there's 2 sections to this airdrop campaign. The merit section looks like it's exclusively based on trading volume. However, the first riders section is a retroactive snapshot of previous trading activity and then Galaxy and Zeely campaign participants. So if you did those, you'll still get rewarded for that at TGE, but if you wanna fight for merits, it looks like you're gonna have to trade pretty significant volume, probably talking in the realm of tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands to really make it worthwhile. Anyways, that is it for today's episode. Lots of alpha in there. Hopefully you found this useful. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a great day.